Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's David J. Burney, the first Esquire.
Hi, I'm still just Brent. Good morning.
Good morning, Brent.
Good morning, David, first Esquire.
Brent.
Dave.
Sorry, I had 3 cookies left that your wife baked, and I was going to eat one early this morning with a cup of coffee, and once I started, I ate all 3 of them.
Oh.
I apologize.
Yeah.
It's very bad of me.
I can tell that you're just heartbroken about it.
Pretty good, but
yeah.
That's it for those.
I need to I need to bring one of my ball caps to work and just have it on standby.
For?
My hair. It's horrible. I know it was going to be cold today, so I put on my stocking hat.
Oh.
And then when I took the stocking hat off, whoo, my goodness, man, the static electricity or whatever it was, my hair is flying all over the place.
Well, I imagine most folks out there are noticing the dry air with this colder weather. The skin's a little scratchy and a lot of static in the air. It's a little early for that, but that's the way it is.
Yep.
7 degrees right now here at Broken Bow under a clear sky. All right, let's get busy here. This is Friday, and we got business to take care of.
Okay. You look serious today. You have that look of seriousness. Like, you know what? No messing around today.
No.
And I'm sensing it's not just with the show, just with everything out here today in general. You just look like you look serious. It's like, you know what? I'm cracking the whip today.
Well, I'm just going to try to crack the whip on myself today and, get some things done before the weekend. So I am serious. But, yesterday's show was a lot of fun. I felt like at the end we were in the danger zone, may have started to deteriorate a little bit. And so I wanted to be very professional today.
Okay.
And very serious and professional.
Yes.
So just get ready for that.
Okay.
We'll take a look at the school lunch menus then very carefully here this morning. The Prairie Pioneer Center here in Broken Bow, Nebraska, featuring turkey, noodle, casserole, peas, fruit, and biscuits. Call them at 872-6121 by 9 a.m. Let them know you're coming. They'll have a dish ready for you for only $6.
Sargent Public Schools today, featuring a sub sandwich, chips, baked beans, fruit cup, milk, and salad bar at Sargent Public School.
Cozad.
I get nervous when you pause like that.
Well, I just was thinking about a comment you made yesterday at the end of the show, and it drove me nuts all night, and I don't think we better talk about it on the air. It's political, but I just having trouble swallowing it. Cozad. Fresh market cheese pizza. Peanut butter and jelly with yogurt. Buffalo hot chicken sandwiches. Mixed greens. Ham and cheese sandwich. Fresh garden salad and more. And sides beyond your imagination at Cozad.
SEM today looks like pizza on the menu at SEM.
And I should apologize. You may have the ability to imagine more sides than are listed on the Cozad side sheet, so I apologize. I did not mean to offend you out there this morning. You might have been able to imagine thousands of sides. Broken Bow today, they're having cheese pizza, mixed fresh glazed chicken over. I'm sorry. I apologize. That's glazed chicken over rice, not oven rice. Correction there. A fresh baked ham and turkey sub, grilled chicken shaker with roasted flatbread. They'll also have the grill station open for the kids at the school here in Broken Bow, along with highlighting with vegetables, which would include steamed carrots. They also are offering fruit and milk, and that's also 1% unflavored milk or chocolate skim milk or strawberry skim milk.
Wow. That was one of the most in-depth readings of a school lunch menu I've ever heard.
It's what we do. Let's do it right.
Yes. Thetford today. Chicken taquitos at Thetford for lunch.
Quesadillas at Arnold today. I'd like to also at this time just send out a best wishes to Judy Gracie.
Ah,
In Arnold, I like Judy. She's nice. Has a wonderful daughter, by the way. Probably more than one.
Litchfield today, quesadillas.
Oh,
at
nice.
Litchfield.
Pizza featured at Ansley today, and at this time I'd like to send out best wishes to Melissa Burney, who is a guidance counselor at Ansley. Could have used her when I was in school.
There's just so many things I want to say right now. I'm not going to, because we're serious.
And we're serious.
Loop City today, deli wrap or a chicken Philly with chips at Loop City.
Oh, today at Anselmo Myrna, Pizza Hut pizza. Ladarius is whipping that up for him.
Oh,
They're having fajita deli wraps, steamed carrots, veggie, and fruit bar, or fruit and veggie bar, whichever you prefer. Flavor Station, and they're also having a fine selection of milks, which include the 1% unflavored, chocolate skim milk, or strawberry skim milk at Anselmo Myrna.
all right. Strawberry milk. I don't think that was ever an option
No,
when I went to school.
no.
Gothenburg today, their choices include a meatball sub, chicken fajita, pizza, and pepperoni pizza bake at Gothenburg.
At Callaway today, they are featuring pigs in a blanket. And I should explain, these are not actual pigs in a blanket. These are some sort of a hot dog inside doughy surroundings at Callaway today.
Thank you for the description.
It's our job. At Sandhills Dunning School, pizza, chips, and dessert. Now, we don't have any details on the dessert, but we do believe it will be sweet.
Well done.
Thank
Wow.
you. Thank you. Birthdays.
Okay, birthday. Who is celebrating?
Well, we have a birthday from a mom to a son.
Oh, nice.
You know, Jody at Custer Federal.
Yes, I know Jody very well.
Jody Tzirkidis is celebrating with her son. He is 8 years old today, and his name is Brantley.
Oh, Brantley, happy birthday to you. Hope you have a great day.
Yeah, super good day with your mom
Yeah.
and other folks as well. Also, birthdays locally, Tim Ritchie. Tim Ritchie is celebrating birthday today. Tim is first hand down at Ansley Lumber.
Oh, is he?
You bet. If you need anything there, Tim can take care of you.
All right.
And he's celebrating a pretty healthy birthday today.
Okay. Happy birthday, Tim.
Okay. Also, it's Mickey Mouse's birthday today.
Oh, Mickey Mouse. How old is Mickey?
Mickey was created in 1928 on November 18th. But the famous mouse was drawn as a rabbit named Oswald before becoming Mickey. Mickey, you're so fine. Mickey, Mickey, you're all mine.
Wow, Dave, an 80s song reference. Woo! Impressive.
Yeah, it's a lot like that Beverly Hillbillies show, 99210. Yeah, it's Mickey Mouse's birthday, and that's good.
Now, they were going to call him, wasn't he going to be called Mortimer? Does it say anything about that?
It doesn't.
Okay.
He was named Oswald as a rabbit.
Oh,
Changed their mind and made a squeaky voice mouse instead in 1928. Released the animated feature Steamboat Willie featuring Mickey Mouse. Minnie Mouse, I don't know when she came along. Minnie Mouse is one of my favorite characters because when my wife Joan doesn't wear makeup and she's a little foggy, she looks like Minnie Mouse. And so when she looks like that, I call her Minnie.
oh.
And sometimes she likes it and sometimes she
I was gonna
doesn't.
say, I'm sure your wife appreciates
I think
that.
she looks cute,
Okay.
even hot. Today
Yes.
is the start of Dale's shows in Vegas.
You mean Adele?
No.
No. Okay. All right.
She just explained recently that everybody's been pronouncing her name incorrectly.
Oh, really?
Everybody says
Oh.
Adele,
Yes.
like as in D-E-L-L.
Yes.
She says it's actually Adele.
Adele.
D-A-L-E is how
Oh,
you're supposed
really?
to pronounce it.
Okay.
She's been putting up with it and making millions of dollars. I don't know why
And,
she's worried about it, but
But now she's like, you know what? It's time to pronounce my name correctly.
yes,
Okay.
Adele.
Adele.
Yeah,
That will be hard to get used to.
I think so too. She's going to be at Caesar's Palace if you happen to be in Vegas.
Okay.
I'm sure that would be an interesting show.
Tickets are what? $5-10 for the front seat, front row.
Well,
Might be a little more than that.
I think they might be slightly higher. than
Okay.
that. But we don't have the exact information on that, so we really can't say because
Yeah.
we want to be professional. Now we can play the game and see if we can have a qualified winner here this morning. None of that being nice, letting them win when they don't know the
Oh,
answer.
okay.
That is
Well,
not a professional thing to do.
Okay.
So if anybody calls in, you get it wrong, we're going to put a big buzzer out and really embarrass you.
Yikes.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
We don't
I
have a
think-
buzzer.
Well, I would think that on this one, we're going to get someone who knows the answer.
Oh, good.
I think it's easy anyway. We're celebrating Thanksgiving with just some general questions about Thanksgiving. Now, kind of a tradition on Thanksgiving is football, right?
Right.
You watch football after the meal.
Well,
At least I do.
you can.
Which NFL team has been hosting a game on Thanksgiving since 1934? It's been that long.
34?
Which NFL team has been hosting a game on Thanksgiving since 1934? Your choices are the Detroit Lions, the Las Vegas Raiders, the New England Patriots, or the Philadelphia Eagles. Which NFL team has been hosting a game on Thanksgiving since 1934? Detroit, the Raiders, the Patriots, or the Eagles? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
They say behind every great man is a great woman. And while that's true, we'll take that a step further and say that behind every great parts store, there's even greater staff and patrons. At WinQuest, you'll find an amazing staff of parts professionals who have a combined experience of well over 100 years. You'll also find loyal patrons who know where to find quality parts and excellent service. To our crew and customers, Dan and I would like to say thank you for making us who we are today. 97 years and 4 generations strong. WinQuest Incorporated, proudly serving you since 1925. East Highway 2, Broken Bell.
It is no secret that cybersecurity and keeping your personal information safe and secure is very important. Scammers never stop and will do whatever they can to get your information. Some examples of what to be looking out for are spoofed phone calls, suspicious emails or texts, computer pop-ups, requests for urgent wire transfers or gift card purchases. If you are suspicious of fraud or a scam, always call your bank about the situation. Bruning Bank wants you to stay safe and be diligent about keeping your information secure. Our staff is trained to deal with any type of situation and is happy to help or answer any questions you may have. Bruning Bank. Build, grow, thrive. Member FDIC.
7:45, and we have Billy on the line. Good morning, Billy.
Morning, Dave.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good, good. So, here's Brent with the question.
Billy, I've already written your name on the certificate because I know you know the answer. What NFL team has been hosting a game on Thanksgiving since 1934?
The Detroit Lions.
Detroit, you got it.
95.3 KBBN.
Way to go, Billy.
Well, Brent, I was going to ask you a question. Don't you think it's funny the Packers are getting beat?
I'm loving it.
I do too.
Yeah.
And Justin Fields has had a good game the last 2 weeks for the Bears, but the Bears have no defense.
No, that's a problem, Billy. What is with the Bears? Every
I don't
time
know.
when the defense is good and teams don't score, then the Bears can't score. Then when the Bears do score, they can't keep anybody else from scoring.
I know. I don't know what that is.
But, yeah, Justin Fields has been fun to watch the last 2 weeks, hasn't he? He's something else.
Yeah, he has been.
There's
So,
hope. There's hope for the future, Billy.
Yeah, I'm still a Bears fan, and Nathan Scott at Team Therapy gives me a bad time. You know what I'm going to do this morning?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to give it right back to him. It says, well, the Packers can't even score 20 points in an NFL game.
I know. Yeah. Why don't throw out some of those Aaron Rodgers statistics to him for this year?
Yeah, I have been, and he's not doing very good. I think it's funny.
I do too, Billy.
All right, you guys have a good day.
Thanks,
too,
Billy.
Billy.
It's always
Okay,
good to hear
bye.
from you. 7:47 is your time.
While you're there, browse their selection of firearms for your fall/winter hunting needs. GunSense offers the most efficient system in the Sandhills for your suppressor ownership. You can even pair your suppressor with one of their night vision or thermal sights to own the night for your upcoming predator outings. Stop in and chat with John and the team so they may outfit your hunting and shooting season. Open Tuesday to Friday 10 to 5, Saturday 9 to 3. GunSense in Mason City.
Recover your health.
If you are suffering from an illness, surgery, or injury, Team Physical Therapy can get you back on your feet again with today's most advanced physical therapy treatments. 872-5111. Our highly trained physical therapists evaluate and treat a wide range of physical conditions. Team Physical Therapy is committed to a timely and effective recovery for each of our patients. Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
At the Callaway Good Life Center, their hometown facility offers the security and comfort of a small town with the advantages of city living. They offer speech, occupational, and physical therapy for their residents. Visit CallawayGoodLife.com for more information.
Wake up to the best.
I never miss a morning.
You're listening to The Breakfast Show.
It is 7:52. Brent and Dave with you here on The Breakfast Show, and we have some things we want to tell you about this morning, very professionally and straightforward. On target, accurate, factual. I'd like to right now start with Stan out at the Whiskey Barrel in Broken Bow. Talked with Stan the other day. Had a nice visit with him. That's exactly what you can do. If Stan's there, he'll have a little chat with you, as long as there's not a long line in front of the counter. He'll give you some insights, some advice, some information, and he likes to get information from you as well. So just want you to know that you know, we can't draw on him all the time to get all the correct information. He likes to get a little input. So if you're there, see, if he'll accept some input from you while you're there. And while you're there, pick up some spirits at reasonably prices, because the Whiskey Barrel watches their competition to a certain degree, but mostly they just have a certain markup they need to make a living. They don't have any glitzy specials, nothing fancy-dancy. They just have the fair price structure there, so you'll know you're going to get a fair deal, some good advice, and with purchase free ice. 7 days a week at the Whiskey Barrel in Broken Bow. Right across from Gateway Motors, right between Subway and Vet Care, right near the First Avenue stoplight. You can't miss it. And right now he's honoring the veterans on his sign. He was into cats earlier. We don't know what subject will be coming up on the marquee. Watch for it as you drive by. It's always interesting.
Yeah. Last week when you were gone,
yes,
we read a story about how there is they've created a green bean casserole seltzer.
You are kidding.
No. So I was just wondering if Stan is looking into that to get that on the shelf there at Whiskey Barrel.
Well, something you'll notice about Stan, he is very straightforward. If he thinks it's malarkey, he'll just tell you that. But if he thinks it'd be interesting to look into and put on the shelf, he would probably consider it. It's just a guess on my part. So, also wanted to, at this time, talk a little bit about a big cornhole tournament fundraiser coming up. It's called Chuck for Buck, and it's coming up November 26th, and that's on a Saturday at 6 p.m. at the Broken Bow Municipal Building. They're going to have a silent auction, raffles, free will donation, food. They're going to have spirits available, cash prizes, and good competition and fun to raise some money for Buck Murray, who was in an accident and now recovering, a long recovery ahead, not able to work right now, so we can give them a hand. It's the Chuck for Buck Cornhole Tournament fundraiser on November 26th at 6 p.m. at the Broken Bow Municipal Building. Now, last night you were at an event at Kincaid's, kicking off the winter sports season for the Broken Bow athletes, coaches, and fans.
Yeah. The Broken Bow Athletic Booster Club hosted their winter sports tip-off, and we were there, did a live radio show from Kincaid Brewing Company, and visited with the coaches and some of the student athletes that'll be competing for Broken Bow Athletics this winter sports season in boys and girls basketball and in wrestling. So enjoyed our time, appreciate everybody coming out, and we look forward to the start of the winter sports season in like 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah, our first basketball broadcast will be December 1st.
That's not very far away, is it?
No.
Man. Okay. That's coming up. Congratulations to everybody who got through the fall sports season, now going into winter sports season, making those transitions. Whatever sport you're in, good luck to you. We'll have as much of it on the airwaves and even on some live video streaming as we go along through the winter sports season.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be fun. At this time, and the time is 7:56. Temperature is 8 degrees above zero. Under a clear sky with a wind out of the northwest at 5 to 15 miles per hour. That's the accurate information that we can bring you here on The Breakfast Show on this Friday morning, November 18th, 2022.
Winds still between 10 and 20 and gusting as high as 30. Staying a bit warmer on Saturday, sunshine with our high of 34. Northwest winds still gusting as high as 30 and clear and 14 Saturday night. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Kara Foster.
When someone asks me, when is the best time to start saving for retirement, my answer is simple. It's today. Hi, I'm Tim McCaslin.
And I'm Janet Lawhorn,
your local Edward Jones financial advisors. We can help you build a plan for your ideal retirement by identifying your unique goals and help you keep on track to achieve them. The sooner you get started, the better. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to schedule an appointment today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
It is 8 degrees above zero, clear skies, winds out of the northwest 10 to 15. We'd already established that fact earlier, but we're following up on that now. Let's continue with more information. The barometric pressure is at 30.38. That's actually up 1 point from an hour before. But just to be clear, it was at 30.38 at 6 this morning, went down to 30.37, thought it was going to fall, now back up again at 30.38. Humidity at 74%. Our high yesterday was 26. Didn't feel quite that warm because of the wind chill factor. Overnight low of 3 degrees. That was at about 10 minutes before the hour of 6 this morning. Sunset today at 5:17. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:31. And just to be clear, the sun came up at 7:30 this morning. So that's 1 minute later tomorrow when the sun will come up. We picked up 200s precipitation from a covering of snow yesterday morning. We were able to melt down exactly 200s, which put us up to 2100s for the month. 8 degrees under a clear sky currently here at Broken Bow, Nebraska.
Wow. Impressive. I'm telling you, not just impressive, but I don't know if I've ever heard weather conditions given and reported in a more fair and balanced way than what you just did.
Not the fair and balanced thing again. Oh, boy. Three Dog Night right here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. It is 10 minutes past the hour. Casey Johnson is here from Mid-Plains Community College. Good morning, young lady.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm cold, but great.
I'm nervous.
Why is that, Dave?
Well, folks, Casey walked in with a little cooler, it looks like, or a little carrying package so that you could have just about anything inside of. And
no, boy, she's opening it up.
Shall we reveal?
I hope nothing jumps out.
Well, we have some Dairy Queen ice cream.
That's what it looks like.
And some toppings.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Here we go.
We have some vinegar.
Vinegar?
Now we're going
Dave, you sound so excited.
I'm excited about this.
You sound thrilled.
Okay, so we're going to put vinegar on ice cream.
Guys, I'm telling you, you
Really?
have never experienced anything like this.
No, wait,
maybe you have, but...
No, we haven't. I don't think a lot of people have.
Are you prepared for this, Dave?
Now this was from your vinegar class.
Yes.
Okay, and
yes.
you had it. You had the class already, correct?
We did.
Okay.
So if you like what you hear here, and if these guys don't, become sickened, I guess.
Oh, we won't get sick.
No. We are going to have Mr. Johnson back. Now, the name of the vinegary is George Paul, and everybody thinks that's his last name. His name is actually George Johnson.
Okay.
No relation.
No relation. Okay.
No. And his vinegary is called George Paul Vinegary. That's his middle name. So.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
You folks,
I'm ready.
It's 2 little dishes of ice cream that Casey's took the trouble to scoop up for us here. Now,
this is probably loud.
Those are like vials of vinegar.
My daughter. I was showing my daughters last night, and she's like, "Is that fingernail polish?" This one here, and I know this is radio, so it's a little hard. You can go onto the live stream and look at this, but there's a balsamic vinegar that this is what this is, and this is very, very pricey.
Oh, it is.
Yes, the regular jar is quite expensive because there's so much waste when it comes to balsamic vinegar. They start with 500 gallons of balsamic vinegar, and 6 to 7 years later,
gosh.
they hope to get 50 gallons out of it.
Wow.
Because that's the process that's involved. So that's kind of liquid gold there. And when you pour that out, it sort of looks like chocolate syrup. It's very thick. So this one that you guys get to try
good.
is a raspberry vinegar.
Okay.
Hey, that sounds good on ice cream. Yeah.
Sounds good on a salad, good on ice cream, So it comes out a little funny here, but I'm going to give it a shot.
Oh, now this isn't
not
real.
much.
This is not real thick, but you.
I was going to say you don't want to. You don't want to really dump it on. You
you certainly could, but I don't want to ruin you guys from the get-go.
Okay.
Now feel free to stir that up.
Okay.
So you're not.
These are nice little cups you have here.
Well, I try. I'm gonna give you this.
Ooh, I can smell it.
Oh, you're gonna smell like a pizza joint all day in here. a little vinegar. We got some wipes here. Okay, so you're gonna kind of stir it up a little bit. You don't want just a spoonful.
Right.
Although if you got a spoonful of vinegar, it's very mild vinegar.
Well,
so.
it does have the vinegar smell.
It does.
I will say that.
It sure does.
The moment of truth.
Hey, that's not bad.
I haven't tried mine yet.
Have you been brave, Dave?
It truly does have the raspberry taste.
It tastes like raspberry topping on ice cream. It does something. I think it mellows out the sweetness of the ice cream, but then it also mellows out the sourness of the vinegar, and it just.
Boy, there's
Dave?
all kinds of taste bud activity there.
That's an interesting review.
I mean, it really, there's all kinds of things going on there.
You did not expect what you just tasted,
No.
did you?
Because you were nervous.
Well,
weren't
I still don't care for the smell of vinegar.
Okay.
So that part of it was bothering me, but once it hit the taste buds, wow.
I'm telling you, There's something about it. It just changes things. And during the class, we learned all about, the process of making vinegar and how long it takes. And I think Brent liked it.
I'm done.
I'm working my way through. Actually, I'm very surprised because I'm a vinegar hater.
I'm telling you, I did not know that about you, Dave. You really were nervous when I walked in here.
'Cause I've never liked the smell of vinegar.
Well, it's something that, we use vinegar in a lot of different ways, but when we found Mr. Johnson to come down and speak, it was just a different class, and that's what we really like to do is pull in classes that, where you're going to learn something that you might not have known, you might not have been, aware of. This little vinery is in Cody, Nebraska, just a couple of hours from here. And he's the largest supplier of basically retail vinegar, specialty vinegar in the United States, right here in Cody, Nebraska.
That's crazy.
He's the only manufacturer of the balsamic vinegar in the traditional Italian way in the United States. There was one other guy and he retired. So now it's just Mr. Johnson. And right here down the road, and that's kind of the cool thing that I really like learning about this is, we live in a cool place anyway, but sometimes when you just stop and look around, you find things that it's like, wow, where did that come from? So there you go.
I am totally blown away with this, honestly.
Yeah.
Because if my mother's listening, she's not going to believe I actually even
tried vinegar.
It. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because she used to rinse my hair with it.
Oh,
and boy, I
bad
hated
memories.
that.
Just the smell brings back bad memories. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But boy, once it hit once you had a little taste of it mixed with the ice cream, all kinds of flavors out of that. It's really quite amazing.
You really just get the raspberry out of it. Yeah. Now, the other vinegars that we have here are apple cider vinegar, of course. Mm-hmm. That's made with a blend of apples. And he was telling us that between the apple cider vinegar, the grape, the red blend grape, and the white grape blend, his daughter, who is their main taste tester, she can taste that and tell you exactly what kind of apples went into the apple cider vinegar.
Wow.
She can pick it out that closely. So,
Jiminy.
And I didn't get all of those out here, but we just tasted them with a piece of bread, and I was nervous too because I like vinegar, but I don't know how much I like vinegar, Yeah. But it just melts in your mouth. So there you go. Now we're talking about this and it's funny that we're talking about it and we don't have another class. We've already had this class,
right.
But we would really like to bring him back. And, like I said, just fun things that you might not have known right here in our backyard. That's what we like to learn about.
That's a pretty great story, Casey. So. And I can't imagine all the different, if you have the class again, all the different ways you can learn to use this on different foods.
Uh-huh.
How it affects different foods. I would think maybe even on some meats even. Maybe.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. There's vegetables and casseroles and salads and all different kinds of things. So if you go to the website, you can find a lot of recipes there. But we're going to bring Mr. Johnson back in the spring, and we hope that you'll remember your taste testing experience here.
Yeah.
And help us get the word out there. But really fun class, really fun night. Had a full house on a Friday night, which is always kind of fun out at the college. So
I saw some pictures of it. You guys look like you're having a good time.
Yes, absolutely. So little testimonials there.
All right. Coming up this spring, what else you have going on?
So we've got some fun classes coming up here to kind of finish out the semester, looking at Thanksgiving next week, and then we've got just a couple weeks between the holiday but we've got some classes scheduled in there. Tomorrow, this is our rescheduled canvas painting class. It's a fall-themed canvas painting. It was scheduled to be last Saturday, but our instructor was ill, so we had to move it to this Saturday. So if you missed out and you were looking forward to that, you can still get in there. That is from 9 to noon tomorrow, Saturday, November 11th. It's only $20, and you learn everything you need to walk out with a nice painting. Saturday, December 3rd, we skip over the Thanksgiving holiday. And then Saturday, December 3rd, also from 9 to noon, we have a wreath making class. Everybody loves wreaths on your front door. This is $39, and you come and learn how to assemble your own wreath. You can set it down on a table, or you can hang it on a door. So you'll learn about the design rules and how to make it look nice and balanced. Fun class there. So we've got a resume and interview skill building class coming up. We always schedule our CPR classes for the last Friday of the month, except for December and November when we move to the third Friday of the month. So our next class will be in December if you need to get in for CPR. So we've got a lot of fun stuff coming up here in a busy end to the semester.
Yeah.
Don't forget, if you're a full-time student or a regular student, a 4-credit student, that you get in and get registered for your spring classes.
Okay. How's the dancing going?
They're dancing away every Sunday night. I believe they're almost finished with their class already. It just seems to go so fast. So, yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Wright
Still
lead them in
swinging
a twirl. Yep, absolutely.
Brokenville campus will be closed next week for Thanksgiving?
Yes. So we are open regular hours Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, we do not have any classes. That's part of the Thanksgiving holiday, but we are open until 3 p.m., and then we're closed Thursday, Friday.
Okay.
We'll be back on Monday.
All right. Casey, thanks a lot. This has been...
Yes. You didn't know you were going to get some breakfast in on the breakfast show.
I was just thinking about all the different things we've had here in the studio. When you walked in with a little case there, I'm going... Gosh, we've had alligators in here from the circus. We've had all kinds of things. I thought maybe you're going to pull out a baby raccoon or something. I didn't know. But instead it was high-quality vinegars to be used to put on foods to highlight the taste, right?
Absolutely. That's what it's all about. So
watch for that next spring.
I did not know that you didn't like vinegar, Dave.
No, it's not. But honestly, folks, it tasted really good.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
It was like an explosion, kind of.
That's what a lot of people say is it was very unexpected.
Yeah,
so.
very much so. Thanks a lot.
Yes.
You're listening to The Breakfast Show.
right. And when they're wrong, it's your reputation on the line. So what do you do when you don't agree with your search results? Call Reputation Defender at 800-401-6681. Reputation Defender by Norton is one of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. We have over a decade of experience in fixing people's search results, and we can help you too. Using cutting-edge approaches, Reputation Defender pushes unflattering information down to lower pages of your search results, where few people ever look. We also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, letting you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. You owe it to yourself to take control with Reputation Defender. Visit www.reputationdefender.com or call 800-401-6681 for free advice on your situation. 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681.
And action! It's Dave and Brent getting the action started on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
I would normally say it is 8:27, but right now it's 8:26.37 as far as your time goes. Want to get that exactly right since it's Professional Serious Day. Brent Apperson here with me. Rick Nelson from Custer Public Power, who heads up the entire facility and operations. And how many square miles do you guys cover?
8,000.
8,000 square miles, ladies and gentlemen. 8,000 square miles of electricity everywhere, webbing across the region.
The whole region, not just part of it.
That's right. You can plug in.
What day is it today?
Today is Friday, November 18th, 2022.
How fast is the speed of light?
It's pretty darn fast. It's faster than the speed of sound.
Is today Serious Day?
Yeah.
Yeah. How fast is the speed of light?
Faster than sound.
How fast is sound?
It's pretty fast. It goes right from one ear to the other.
Sometimes it bangs around in between. Right?
Occasionally, yes.
In Dave's case, it just goes straight through. You're all right. Ouch.
Kind of like a vacuum. It is
Not a lot to catch it in there.
Some days it feels that way, Rick. It really does.
Oh, boy.
It's good to have you in. What's on your mind today?
I have no idea. I just came in to say hi and see what's going on.
Good.
Budget.
Pardon?
Budget.
That's important, and that's important because people out there who are listening need to know.
In the entire service territory.
8,000 square miles.
Absolutely.
Fair price, reasonably priced electricity, which is not the case in other parts of the country. Because why, Brent?
They don't have public power.
Absolutely.
You got that one right. Yeah. You didn't get the speed of sound or, or light.
Well, he was asking that to you.
Oh, boy. You know, Dave, he's still one for a lot, though. One correct answer out of many incorrect answers.
All right. Okay. Well, I'd like to avoid talking about nuclear power today because I'm kind of ramped up on it.
Are you?
Yeah.
Kind of ramped up?
Yeah, so let's talk budget.
It's the same thing. No. So budget.
What a segue.
Yeah. Boom.
Smooth.
Budget. So we had a budget meeting this week. Yeah, we had a budget meeting this week. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. I know you travel a lot.
Together. Presented a budget that does not provide for an increase in revenue. And so from Custer standpoint, although the rates, I can't say that the rates are will have a 0% increase because, you know, we are going to make some changes, again, that are revenue neutral. So we're not asking for any more money from a rate perspective. So, but that's a good thing. We have some projects that we need to do. Still having issues with material supply. But we've come together and scraped enough material to do a couple of big projects this year. One of them is down south of Stapleton. Another one is south of Arnold, actually,
good.
off the Weinman substation. We've got 22 irrigation wells that came together, and we put together a little project, and I think help out the area and help out our growth, and it's a good thing all the way across the board. So, got that project. It's kind of a bigger project, so got that going on. We're going to finish up some 3-phase line that we were doing up by Dunning, hopefully by the end of the year. But from a budget perspective, everything looks pretty normal.
Good.
And this will be the, I think, 4th year without a revenue increase.
No, honestly, these days, that seems unreal. Our turkey dinner is going to cost us 20% more this year to eat a turkey dinner. So that's pretty crazy that you guys have been able to hold that.
Well, when you take a look at it, when your wholesale power is 55%, 60% of your total cost, and that doesn't go up, you kind of have a ability to maybe work some of that other end. But I'm not going to sit here and say that a rate increase isn't needed sometime in the future, because you never know. So this may come back and it's not going to come back and bite me, but it's something that we look at every year and analyze every year, and so far everything looks good for 2023.
Good. Now, you mentioned the Weinman substation, right?
Yep.
You remember a number of years ago, we met down at Cumro when you guys rebuilt or installed a station down at the Cumro area.
Yep.
And for just one day, it was named the Bob Bowles substation
Wow.
because he was mayor at the time.
Yep. Yep. It was right downtown Cumro.
It was right in the heart of the city.
Yep.
And it's kind of a ribbon cutting of sorts, Brent.
Wow.
It was.
I wish I would have been here for that.
I have pictures.
Oh, I would like to see them.
Yeah, I'll have to find them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure they're right. Well, you don't have them on the top of your
I was
desk
going to say,
there?
you don't have them framed and hanging
I
in
don't know how far I'd have
your
to
office?
scroll back in my phone to get them.
Yeah, they're still there. Do you think there's a possibility? I'm just asking. I'm wondering. Do you think there could be a breakfast show substation someday? Get up and go breakfast show substation.
Get up and go. Well,
it's kind of long.
Or to make it simpler, just a Bernie, the Bernie substation. That almost has a nice ring to it. The Bernie substation.
The Bernie substation.
Well, Apperson wouldn't be bad. Apperson substation.
It doesn't. Too many syllables in Apperson. It's just kind of long. Bernie, though, just rolls off the tongue.
Well,
Bernie substation.
How do you just decide? Is maybe there's the land that it's on or the community it's in? I mean,
that's about it.
That's about it.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'd have to own some land then.
Well,
be a problem.
Yeah. I don't. I'm going to tell you to relax. That maybe someday you might get something, but I don't want to set you up for.
It's kind of you because I really had my hopes up for that. I'd like to say
I might have something better, actually.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I'd just like to say to my grandkids, hey guys, just when you go out hunting, just go past the breakfast show substation and take a right.
Yeah.
Or the Bernie substation would be pretty cool too. But you're saying that's probably not in the cards. What's better than having your name on a substation? Like a tower would
I
be.
think I'm going to have to tell you, you're going to have to wait a little while.
Okay. All right. Well, the good news is, ladies and gentlemen, the budget is solid. And
Pretty solid.
The rates are going to stay stagnant for now.
Plus or minus 2%.
2%. All right. That's reasonable.
Zero average.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yep.
And these projects you're able to get them underway and you have enough materials for the things you have in front of you.
Yep. We scraped together enough material for that.
Okay.
And for some of the stuff that's coming in the door, probably all the stuff, but I think maybe not quite a year ago, I think I might have come in here and pretty well hammered on everybody. If you want something, you better get your name on the list, because I don't want to get to the point where I can't get that last transformer for you to get your service.
Mm-hmm.
And so the sooner we know and the sooner that we can get that on the books, the better off we are.
Now, yesterday, was it, Brent? We were talking about the 3D printer.
Yes.
And there's actually...
Who's 3D printer?
Well, it's a construction company that has a 3D printer that's actually... They're laying the traditional foundations of homes and so forth, but the actual...
They're printing the walls.
The walls. Yeah. And so
are you going to get one?
No, I thought maybe you would get one to make new power poles.
Well, there's a concept.
And they would be durable.
I'm not opposed to it.
They would be wet. The weather shouldn't bother them too much. They're kind of a plastic, aren't they?
I wonder how quickly I can build a pole. Probably have to build it on site. Probably need to put this printer on a set of tracks.
On a trailer, and you pull up and build a pole.
Well, sometimes you can't get the trailer next to where I need to put the pole. So I'm going to have to put it on a set of tracks.
Set of tracks? What do you mean? Tracks like railroad tracks? Or?
No. Like a dozer tracks.
Oh.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
I think you could set a precedent. Custer Public Power, first to have a 3D printer on tracks building poles for the community. Now, all kidding aside, let's move from 3D printers for.
Well, no, I'm still thinking.
Okay, let's
I
think
could
it over.
Expand on that.
If maybe we could do a trade. If we could help you get the 3D printer, then there could be a Bernie substation.
Oh,
but that's
a trade-off.
I like this bargaining.
The other part of this is it kind of reminded us this morning we were talking about the 3D printer yesterday and mentioned your name and the polls and so forth that we haven't talked about, and Brent mentioned this morning. The STEM for a while.
Oh, my goodness. So what's funny is I was just talking to Taryn earlier this morning about the 3D printer, and we've got to get one fixed up, and one's good to go, and we might need to purchase another one depending on the parts.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of odd you were talking about
it. It is weird.
But today it gets dropped off at the Broken Bow schools.
Oh, nice.
Taryn's up there. We'll be going up there here after a bit, and it's with setup time. BD is going to be there. It's kind of fun. So the STEM trailer is happening. It's happening longer at each substation, at each school this year.
Yeah.
Thanks for getting my mind there. And all kinds of good. We're getting a great response. Having it there a little bit longer is kind of helping a little bit to get kids involved. And so Taryn's been kind of in charge of that and getting it moved around. And so it's coming into Broken Bow today. They're unloading it, and it'll be there till next year.
The 3D printer is just one of the things offered there.
Absolutely.
Can you kind of give us a refresher, an overview on? I realize you don't have any list in front of you, but what are some of the things that they're able to utilize?
Still working with pneumatics. We're taking a bigger chunk into electronics and electronic boards and just the robotics kind of stuff. It's pretty evident, and it has been, but it's getting more so that you go out and be a hired man on the farm. You might need to know a little bit more about techie stuff than you do how to pick up the pitchfork.
Yeah, well, that's for sure anymore.
And so, that's just going to be a part of the STEM, and part of the reason that we keep taking it to the schools is to start that process, and hopefully we've already started. What is this, the fourth year maybe?
At least the fourth. I think maybe you're right, 5.
So robotics, and we need to get more into robotics, but that's a part of it. Electronics, virtual reality, I believe, is still there. It's
so a good menu
just
there.
a ton of stuff from a technology and from an engineering and science. So
you mentioned BD, and of course they're one of your partners in this. And Dave Birdie is, I think he's real proactive. I really like the way he goes about things. As a plant manager there. And when we were out at Custer Public Power for one of the Custer County Economic Development meetings, I think you were there at that one, where they give their presentation. About it just blew me away, and I know I've talked about this before, but I wonder if you were impressed. The amount of employees that BD has increased to with robotics, with the technology, it's crazy. They have 700 employees out there now.
Still adding on,
That's really healthy for everybody.
Yeah, well, it's more than just shuffling around test tubes.
Yeah. Oh boy, is it ever?
Yeah. It's actually controlling the technology that's shuffling around the test tubes these days. So yeah, it's crazy, and BD is a great partner, and they're out there this morning trying. We're going to get that set up for us, and so it's been fun. It's been having them as a partner. Fantastic ideas, and it's just been a hoot. So
yeah, I would like to have them come out. I should just quit talking about it and pick up the phone.
Absolutely.
Give Cindy a call and see if they come out and do a presentation here on the Breakfast Show.
Yeah. Boy, that was a great presentation, wasn't it?
Yeah. And again, back to the robotics part. You mentioned farmers and ranchers out there using drones and GPS, and you guys have been working on advancing the ability for data transfer. It's a whole different world out there in all the businesses.
Well, it's kind of holistic. I hate to use that term, but it starts with being able to communicate. So having fiber, having Wi-Fi, having that ability to the tractor and the planter and the combine, and everything has to be connected.
Yeah.
All the way down to driving in and out of gates are automatic these days.
You don't have to have somebody over on the passenger side or who won't get out. That's taken care of. We recently got an update on some of the technology advancements. I think Adams Land and Cattle have always been into technology, but
huge.
Now they're taking the cattle from the time they come to the lot with digital information all the way to marketing them and then the processing. It's amazing. Sergeant Pipe and Sergeant Irrigation. Sergeant Pipe, if you ever get a chance, they have a tour out there. Go out to their machine shop sometime.
Isn't that amazing?
Holy smokes! Yeah. So we have a lot of things
here in Custer County,
and that
isn't that crazy?
Yeah, and the STEM program you have fits right into that.
Yeah. So it's just the world-class leaders we have in the community is huge, and I don't know that everybody knows that.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. But it's world-class.
Yeah.
When I go places, it's Adams Land and Cattle, Sergeant Pipe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're so fortunate.
Yeah,
to
that
have
big
those.
BD. Yep, we got the big BD plant.
Yeah, international companies. That's crazy.
It is crazy. I made the statement. I don't know whether it's true or not, but I like the statement. I think on a per capita basis, we have more PhDs in Custer County than the rest of the United States.
It's quite possible
on a per capita basis.
Yeah. Just thinking.
Isn't that amazing?
It is. And then
I may have just made that up, but I like it.
It sounds good.
Well, you're talking to a couple of guys here that have their PhDs.
Right.
So,
My feeling is if you sell it, you're good, right?
These days, yes.
I'm pretty confident. Yes, that's a fact.
Yeah, that's a fact. One of the other facts with technology, which probably also comes into your STEM program, is the medical profession.
Mm-hmm.
With all of the digital technology used in hospitals and clinics. Of course, we have the Jenny M. Malham, we have the Callaway, and they have clinics in Arnold as well. and mammograms and MRI. They have these specialists come in, and it all is just pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's beyond an X-ray anymore.
That used to seem pretty fancy.
Yeah, that was pretty fancy. Oh, you can see my bone.
Yeah, I got to put this leather jacket on.
So I'd be remiss if I didn't mention one of the really, really hot items that we have on the STEM trailer is the embroidery machine.
Well,
and it's crazy how people are gravitating to it. It's one of the things that we wanted to add for quite a while, and we just kind of bit the bullet and went out and got one. It's a big hit at schools, and so that's good. Again, it takes computer programming almost to do that anymore. And so it's just not like a needle and thread. You got to program it, you got to get it right, you got to put in the image, and it's pretty crazy.
And it also encourages that side of growth, cottage businesses, people maybe starting their own business in those areas. Another one I know that you are familiar with that works alongside, parallel with this kind of activity is the Arnold Schools program over there with their sign business and all the digital technology they have, and they actually run their own business there.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty outstanding as well.
Yeah. Yep.
So a lot of good things, but let's go back to when this started, the STEM project. You teamed up with BD, and am I missing somebody? Custer Public Power, and you guys kind of. What made you get it started? What got you interested?
Well, a while back, so NPPD kind of was a catalyst for that. So they made available to the wholesale customers the trailer, they call it the STEM trailer, to come out to your service territory. And so I immediately, when they announced it, I said, "Ooh, I want it." And so we grabbed onto it, brought it up to Anselmo Myrna. And I, from that day forward, I was pretty well hooked on STEM and all the reasons for STEM, and wanting to create a opportunity for some of the kids that may not have that opportunity. And then I did the math on NPPD's trailer, and in 6 years we would be able to get it back to go to another school.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with 13 schools, that means what? That's a lot of years before they have it for the first time, and not even get around for a second time. So went to the board and said, we need to do this, and they totally agreed, and we got brought on BD as a partner because they were eligible for a grant, being a manufacturing, not just for bring them on because of the grant, but bringing them on because of their ability and their need for doing some of the same things that we are.
Obvious connection.
Pneumatics, electronics, we talked about it a little bit ago. Robotics are in the BD. So anyway, that's what kind of developed over time, and here we are 5 years later, and still kind of running at it.
Yeah, well, thanks, because it's a great program, and it fits today's needs out there for our students to kind of get a grasp on things out there. We had the pleasure of having a student come in from Arnold this week, Tolly Martin, and straight A student, award-winning student, who just wanted to go to some of the businesses just to get a feel about what maybe she might be interested in. I think sometimes we expect our students to know what they're going to pursue when they're juniors in high school and seniors in high school. And as we mentioned before, a lot of us look back and we weren't sure what we were going to do for 20 years after we got out of high school.
Yeah, exactly.
And
some of us still don't know.
Yeah, it's still a toss-up. So,
well, look at Brent.
Yeah, I know he's still in limbo over there.
Yeah,
but she was a real inspiration coming in, because she was going to go to a dentist after she was here, and she's just kind of doing this on her own. And with all the background with a skilled student, things like STEM and all the programs they have, she can kind of actually pick what she wants to do rather than decide what she can do.
Exactly.
Which is huge.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty great. Before you go, I wanted to just let you know, first of all, Brent and I haven't been drinking. We tried a vinegar a little bit ago. If you smell anything a little suspicious, it's a raspberry vinegar we put on ice cream.
Yeah, I'm not buying that.
No, it's true. Casey Johnson was in from Mid Plains, and they had a...
No, I don't deny that that's vinegar, but I don't believe that you haven't been drinking.
Well, not today. I haven't. It's a new day. It's a little early. What? It's 5 o'clock somewhere, but not in the radio business.
Well,
you got to.
You can't drink all day unless you start early.
I know, but that doesn't work out very good. Halsey,
Yes.
I know that, as we mentioned before, you, with your travels and some of the people that you associate with and different meetings and so forth, with some of the other things you're doing, any talk? I know there's probably nothing solid yet, but they just had that big fundraiser last Friday.
Right.
They raised $100,000, I think, at that last Friday. So the will to go forward is there. Have you heard anything?
Nothing concrete, and nothing, other than what little birds tell me floating by. But still on the warpath to make sure that happens and make sure that it comes back. That's the big question. We need to have the commitment to come back before we can start putting real dollars to it. But I'm still working on that.
Okay.
And
of course,
I have a feeling that I got just about everybody in the Sandhills and our service territory behind that movement. So here we go.
Of course, we're in kind of moving forward with the political transfers and so forth with new governor and so forth. But I guess I'd think Jim Pillen would be an ag guy, would probably be pretty in favor of 4-H and all of the things that take place there at Halsey. So that should help, I would think.
Yep.
Good. I'm glad that you're not getting an idea that maybe they're not going to do anything. That's definitely not on the cards right now.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Right.
I'm hoping so anyway.
All right. Well, appreciate that. Anything else you wanted to highlight we didn't ask you about?
You kind of gave up on naming something after you.
Well, I did, because
early.
you just kind of squashed that, and I'm glad you did. I don't want false hope.
So we're going to have so at the Nebraska Rural Electric Association, it's going to have their annual meeting coming up in a couple weeks. Going to have some presentations, and I think Tom Kent.
Oh, Tom,
is going to be wearing the pulp hat and come in and talk about new generation technologies, and so that'll be fun. He of course, Tom, he's kind of a nuclear guy.
I know.
And so he's probably going to be talking about small modular nuclears, and when Custer may not, or may just promote it, but certainly, those small modular nuclears would be great, called the Dave Burney Nuclear Facility.
Yeah, how to light up your dog at night. Things like that. Would you want me to come to that meeting? I would be.
You need to come to the ribbon cutting when we plant that modular nuclear.
Oh boy!
Plant right outside Broken Bow here.
I still remember the fluorescent turtle down near Nebraska City down there when I stayed on the river and looked out there and I saw that turtle out there glowing.
Well, that's because
down from Cooper
Nebraska
Nuclear.
City. Well, I mean stuff. Not because.
Listen, I'll be happy to come in if you want me
did
to.
You see I bleeped myself?
You did bleep yourself. If you want me to, Rick, I would come in as a special speaker to that meeting and give a presentation alongside Tom's, because Tom and I are pretty tight.
You could join Tom on stage. Yeah.
I mean, we're still friends even though we don't agree on everything. I think we're pretty tight.
That's really.
Would you ask him next time you see him if you even, say Dave says hi? Would you?
I will.
Okay.
I will. And we'll. I'll talk to him about how you want to be included on his talk about small modular nuclear reactors.
Well, I want to talk about the risk factor of having your dogs lit up in the backyard.
They have it built so that that you don't need to even wear one of those little fancy things that collects the what do they call them?
Well, do you mean to measure the radiation that's affecting your body?
Yeah. There's a unit for that.
Oh, there is a unit for that. I got one of. Hey, I have a measuring device in the other room in case there is a nuclear explosion.
Do you ever wear it?
No, it's in a box. It's what it ticks. Tick, 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 like
so
measure.
Does it accumulate as it records?
Yeah, it measures it.
So, I hate to tell you this, but there's probably more radioactivity in here than there is right outside of Cooper Nuclear.
I know. I don't know about that, but I knew there's kind of a odor of vinegar.
You do know
in
that
here.
everything in here is breaking down, right, and releasing radioactive.
Well, that's fine. That's natural. But would you put it all in one place and accumulate it all in one spot? Things get a little hot, and then your dog lights up.
Well, that's how you boil water, Dave.
Then you make electricity. I know. Oh, here we go. Tell Tom.
You brought it up today. Today's serious.
I know.
Yeah, you started the show.
Japan, Chernobyl.
Yep.
About 40-mile radius there. Can't even grow a dandelion.
I know, but it's a good thing. It shows that their safety systems actually worked, so that there wasn't 100 million people died.
Well, I know, but there's fish swimming around with two tails.
Only 1 million people.
Some of them probably green.
Is that are they genetically modified then? Is that the?
They're GMOs. Thanks, Rick.
Oh, how much trouble am I in?
No, you're fine. Come back and see us again. And thanks for the STEM program. Thank you for kind of monitoring what's going on at Halsey, and thanks for keeping our rates kind of in line.
Oh, absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Yep, we're working hard.
Tell Tom hi, though.
I will.
I would speak there if he wants me to.
Okay.
We're kind of buddies. More right after these words.
This upcoming Tuesday, your friends at Varney Health Mart invite you to prioritize your health and the health of those around you by attending their flu shot clinic. Walk-in flu shots are available from 9 until 5 on Tuesday. Most insurance companies cover this immunization. So head to Varney Health Mart in Broken Bow Tuesday, November 22nd from 9 to 5. Roll up your sleeve and get your flu shot. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
We've got spirit, yes we do. We've got spirit, how about you? Here at Nebraska State Bank, we've got school spirit. Introducing mascot debit cards from Nebraska State Bank. Now you can go to your local NSB branch and request a new debit card for your favorite high school team. The Broken Bow Indians, South Loop Bobcats, and Sillamura debit cards are available by instant issue. You'll only pay $10, and the entire amount will be passed along to your school. It's a win-win situation, right? Take your school pride to the next level at Nebraska State Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
It's that time of year. Time to order beautiful poinsettias at the Secret Garden. This Friday, 11:30 to 4:30, and Saturday, 8:30 until 4:30, go order your live poinsettias. The Secret Garden will also be open November 26th. Proceeds go to the AMPTO. Psalm 100, verse 2, worship the Lord with gladness. Come before him with joyful songs. The Secret Garden, 2 1/4 miles west of Myrna on Highway 92 and a half a mile north. Open this Friday and Saturday, and also November 26th.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Getting around isn't easy in western New York, where rare thunder snow is pelting places like Buffalo. Jay Daniel works at the Country Inn and Suites in West Seneca.
I rode a four-wheeler ATV. It took me an hour to go 3/4 of a mile. So as far as accumulation goes, it's pretty heavy, pretty wet.
Up to 6 feet of snow is expected. Mass resignations at Twitter ahead of Elon Musk's deadline for employees to commit to hardcore work or quit. CBS's Jonathan Vigliotti.
The company didn't have enough staff to figure out who was still working and needed to shut down its offices and cut badge access until the dust settled.
Vice President Kamala Harris speaking out from a business forum in Bangkok after North Korea fires an intercontinental ballistic missile capable of covering the entire U.S. mainland.
This conduct by North Korea most recently is a brazen violation of multiple UN security resolutions.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Nick Cope.
On Thursday Night Football, the Titans went into Lambeau Field and walked out with a 27-17 win over the Packers. Tennessee now 7-3 as Green Bay falls to 4-7. And this morning, Titans offensive coordinator Todd Downing was arrested for DUI and speeding in Tennessee's Williamson County. He was released on bond at 7 a.m. With snow falling in western New York, the Bills have canceled practice today. Their scheduled home game against the Browns this weekend has already been moved to Ford Field in Detroit with heavy snow in the forecast throughout the weekend. And that same storm is affecting college football as the MAC has postponed Saturday's game between Buffalo and Akron. Conference says they will consider playing the game on Sunday if possible. Finally, in soccer, ESPN reports Manchester United is trying to terminate Cristiano Ronaldo's contract with the club, and they may sue the striker for breach of contract.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Sunshine today with our high nearing 27, with temperatures falling to 17 throughout the afternoon. Westerly winds around 15 and gusting as high as 25. Clear skies overnight tonight with a low around 11. Westerly winds still between 10 and 20 and gusting as high as 30. Staying a bit warmer on Saturday, sunshine with our high of 34, northwest winds still gusting as high as 30, and clear and 14 Saturday night. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Kara Foster.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow loves being your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer. You already know that winter is the perfect time to knock out some projects to prepare for next year. But what you need is Custer Electric and Irrigation by your side. They have some special offerings going on, including driveline conversions, sprinkler packages, and winter maintenance specials. Things get busy when the snow melts and the flowers bloom in spring. Custer Electric and Irrigation can get that work done for you right now. Here's the cool part with winter maintenance. You receive 10% off any part repairs done. If the maintenance pivot has issues next watering season, they honor that same 10% parts discount all season long. Even more exciting is that they are offering special pricing if you get it done before the end of the year. There's never been a better time to get that maintenance knocked out. Discounts save you money, and then you already have it done when spring rolls around. Custer Electric and Irrigation, your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer in Broken Bow. Call today at 872-7786, follow them on Facebook, or visit custerei.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation, experience the difference.
It is 9:03. It is 11 degrees outside under a mostly clear sky. Some clouds moving in now here, and the winds continue to be brisk out there out of the northwest, anywhere from 10 to 15 plus miles per hour. You're listening to The Breakfast Show. Don't forget, turkey time continues, and I'd imagine we're winding turkey time down, so we'll probably have today, I don't know about next week, we might have a few stray turkeys left, maybe a flock or two coming by. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think the goal is to try to give them all away today.
Okay.
So that you have the opportunity to, pick it up, obviously, and start thawing it out, I guess, for Thanksgiving.
Well, yeah, it takes a while, doesn't it?
So that'll be our goal, but you never know with turkey time.
No.
You could play it 4 times in a row and get 4 winners.
Yeah.
And then you could play it 25 times in a row and only get 2 winners. You never know.
You just don't know. So we'll be doing that today, though, and we might try to squeeze one in yet before we close the breakfast show if we have time here. In the meantime, I'd like to talk a little bit about Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts, or better yet, have you talk about it. Because you know about it. You go in there every once in a while and have yourself a treat, a baked good, specialty coffee, or just a plain good cup of coffee as well. Brubaker's in Arnold.
I want to let you know about their big Black Friday sale that'll be coming up next week. They're going to be open at 7:30 in the morning. This is day after Thanksgiving. And this is the way they're going to run their sale. If you get there early, the more you can save. So a week from today at Brewbakers in Arnold, Black Friday sale, 7:30 to 8 a.m., 40% off merchandise. Then from 8 to 9, 30% off. And then on Saturday, which is Small Business Saturday, that's the Saturday after Thanksgiving, we're talking next week yet, 9 a.m., they're going to start taking 20% off. Some exclusions apply on these sales. So next week, 2 big days of sales going on at Brewbaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold, Nebraska. So check out their Black Friday sale and then their Small Business Saturday sale next week. Lots of beautiful Christmas decor is in, along with all other unique gift items at Brewbaker's Coffee House in Arnold. It's always a great spot for your small gathering and a great cup of coffee, latte, cappuccino, or smoothie, not to mention their delicious baked goods. You'll find them in the heart of Arnold, Nebraska, the historic destination coffee house and gift shop. Brewbakers in Arnold, open Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 5, open Saturday, 9 to 3. recognized brand of pre-finished LP Smart Side, Diamond Coat. It boasts a 30-year no-fade warranty, a siding system that hides nail heads, and it reduces maintenance. It can be installed year-round, will instantly increase home value and curb appeal, and it's available in all kinds of colors. Choose Diamond Coat for your LP Smart Side. Head to Ansley Lumber and Supply, Main Street in Ansley.
Loop Basin Public Health Department wants to keep you and your family safe this winter. Protect yourself by staying up to date with your COVID vaccinations, including your booster dose. Getting a booster dose means you will increase your protection against severe disease and continue protecting your loved ones and community against COVID-19. Get vaccinated today by calling 308-346-5795 to book your appointment or check out their social media outlets for more COVID information. Loop Basin Public Health Department wishes you a safe and healthy winter.
Sail with American Queen Voyages, where history comes alive and discovery runs deep. Enriching adventures await in North America's mighty rivers, Great Lakes, oceans, and expeditions to the wilds of Alaska. Visit American Queen Voyages at aqvoyages.com, cruising North America now. Call 844-744-0794 or contact your travel professional. American Queen Voyages. Discovery runs deep.
For all your printing needs this holiday, Staples has you covered.
I need custom printed holiday cards for my one-of-a-kind business.
Staples has you covered.
It's beginning to look a lot like I need custom party invites. Fast.
I need cards for everyone who gave me a hand this year, without spending an arm and a leg.
Staples has you covered with personalized holiday cards and invites. And now save 40% on custom holiday cards and invitations. For everything you need printed, go to Staples, the working and learning store. In-store and online, ends 12/17. Exclusions and restrictions apply.
Thanks for starting your day with us.
It's gonna be a good day.
Every morning. KCNI, KBBN Radio.
Can I say something?
Well, that's what you're here for.
An observation.
Yeah.
I think this is kind of cool. This week I've noticed. Maybe it's subconsciously you're doing it, but you're kind of leaning to the right. Just saying. Just an observation.
I like it in the middle, but this chair is leaning to the right. And
it's the chair.
The other, yeah.
Okay. I thought maybe, I just kind of thought maybe it was,
no,
I don't know.
Absolutely not.
Political affiliation.
No, I don't like the
Starting
extreme
to lean
right
to
or
the right.
the extreme left gets nothing done.
Oh.
You got to get in the middle and move forward.
All right. But it's just the chair that's causing you to lean to the right.
Yeah, and the other one is doing the same thing. I think because we don't move to the left on these chairs very often because all the equipment is to the right, so now they're starting to lean right.
Yeah.
But as far as a position in, my brain, the middle, man, that's where to be.
All right. I was just checking. I just noticed you kind of lean to the right. I guess I didn't really notice the chair situation because I've always kind of leaned toward the right, so I guess I didn't notice.
Yeah, I just tell you to check that out lately and see how far right you want to go. I'm not sure you're going to like it there. It's a little bit weird.
property of their respective owners.
9:19 is your time. Brent and Dave with you here on The Breakfast Show. Yesterday, just a little in-house activity. Grant, are you out there? He might have his headset on. I was going to have him come in. I just don't know what to do, and I thought I'd get kind of a new voice on this decision.
My voice isn't good enough?
Well, no, I want your opinion, too.
Oh.
Maybe I can get Grant. Hold on. It's all right.
Okay.
It's live radio.
All right, that's fine, yeah. While Dave does that, we'll remind you and let you know about a job opportunity that is available. KC Trucking is looking for a full-time truck driver. Class A or B CDL is required. Good benefits, competitive wages await you. You'll be home every night and driving the scenic Central Nebraska during the day. Call 870-3563. They do emphasize if there's no answer, please leave a message. KC Trucking is looking for a full-time truck driver. If interested, call 870-3563.
Ladies and gentlemen, Grant is in the studio.
Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Grant.
Okay, all right. So he's in here.
Man,
all right.
the breakfast show crowd's going nuts over this guy.
Wow. Yeah, she comes in, just new here, and they're starting to take over. Grant, I need your opinion, and Brent, I need your opinion. And audience out there, I need your opinion. Yesterday, now, Kristen's office chair was getting in pretty bad shape. The arms were all wore out from touching the underneath side of the table, and the part that raises and lowers, it sunk and it wouldn't come back up, and so it was wore out. A lot of office time on that particular chair, and calculating and sending traffic and answering the phone and looking at Facebook and stuff like that. So
a lot of mileage.
Yeah, a lot of mileage.
Yeah.
So went and got a chair yesterday. We got an office chair we got it. Now, office chairs are fairly expensive. I mean, just to be honest, they'll get up there in the hundreds of dollars. And Christmas is coming up. And, usually we do try, if we have a decent year, a good year, to have Christmas bonuses. And, I don't have a problem with that, but I am, Jeremy Shipe is a station manager, but I'm still general administrator, and so I take care of the finances. What do you guys think about deducting the amount of money from Kristen's Christmas bonus for the cost of the chair?
Wow.
I mean, it seems fair to me.
Bah humbug, man.
Let me just do this. All right, okay. Never mind. Brent? Well, I guess I got your opinion.
Well, yeah, I think...
No, go ahead, Grant.
Well, I think maybe it would behoove you to be visited by 3 ghosts at some point before then.
Nice. I would kind of like to see the 3 ghosts visit Dave, and just see where the ghost of Christmas past takes Dave.
Yeah.
And the ghost of Christmas future where it takes Dave. That would be really interesting.
Is there a Christmas hell?
Well, here's my thing about that.
Yeah.
If you do that, to me, doesn't it then become the property of Kristen?
Oh.
It's no longer to me, it would no longer be the property of KCNI KBBN Radio. It'd be the property of Kristen. So, I'm assuming, and I think Kristen likes working here, so I'm assuming Kristen's going to be with us for many, many years. But, you never know. If she were to leave, I'd say if you did it this way, she could take the chair with her.
Absolutely.
Well, again, as, a financial administrator, and I think about that long term, as you say, if it's wore out and she takes it with her, I don't care.
Buy a new chair anyway?
I'll have to buy another one.
Well, okay. I get that.
It's all about
All right.
finances.
Yeah.
That's right. The bottom line.
I do know this though. If I was actually gonna, come to you and say, my office chair really isn't the most comfortable to sit in. But if this is the way you're going to do it, you know what? I'll keep the chair I have. It's no problem.
Yeah.
I'm going to go one step further, and I was kind of thinking about it yesterday. If I told somebody about this, if I replace the chairs, generally office chairs in here, I'm going to make them so you can't lean back.
Oh.
That you have to sit up straight. Because otherwise, it just seems to me like I can't tell whether people are working here or sleeping.
Right.
Yeah,
it's true. Improve productivity.
Why did he look at me when he said that?
Well, look at him right now. That chair doesn't even lean back.
I know. I'm a sloucher.
Yeah.
Okay?
Slouchers find a way, man.
And Peggy, Mom doesn't like it. His
No,
mom
she
doesn't like
doesn't.
it.
You gotta fix your posture. Well, I think is get rid of the chairs altogether. Here's how we solve this. Make standing desks only, and then you just shell out for $20 pair of sneakers that people check in and check out at the door when they come into work.
I think thongs will work.
Like shower sandals.
Yeah. That way we know you have clean feet.
Wow. Grant, I really liked you until that. What in the world? A standing desk?
Yeah,
no,
man,
please.
That's why they, for quite a few years, and you'll still find them in a lot of radio stations, is stand-up studios where you don't sit.
Oh.
So people, especially with the new technology, computer operated deal where you just kind of look at the screen if you're not careful, then you avoid going to sleep in your chair.
Uh-huh.
But the good news of all this conversation is I'm very confident that Kristen Shirley will not come in and argue with me in this room.
No, she won't come in and talk on the microphone. Yeah.
She will not state her case in public. So that's just, like a freeway of fun. Well, thanks for your, in other words, you're going to send me to Christmas hell.
Yep.
And
I'm just advocating for the ghosts. I'm not. The ghosts will come to you. What you do with the ghosts and where you go after, I think, is up to you. Is kind of the moral of the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's the way it was with with Ebenezer.
Mm-hmm.
It was how he reacted afterwards. That's the key.
Yep.
I still would love to see.
Wouldn't that be great?
Dave, it would just be interesting where the ghost of Christmas past would take you. And where the ghost of Christmas future would take you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, Grant is getting a little deep for me this morning on that. And he started this conversation about the ghost coming in.
I don't like his idea about checking out shoes to come in and work in the station, though.
Can't please them all.
Oh, I don't know about that.
You know what we could do, and this is just a little more extreme, but with all the, colds and flus and respiratory problems and COVID and sore throats and earaches and all that sort of thing, we could do like you see on TV when the cops bust a drug processing plant and everybody's just in their underwear and their bras.
Yeah, there you go.
Because they want to make sure they're not taking anything with them.
Right.
That way we could be sure nobody was bringing anything in.
No one's walking out with a chair stuffed under their sweater or anything.
Yeah, or we could have a shower out front and everybody have to take a sanitized shower before they come in.
It gets deloused.
Yeah, deloused radio people. What a unique thought.
share with your advisors and make a plan to improve yields, grow profits, and gain ground. See what you have to gain at johndeere.com/operations center.
It is 9:33, and Shannon just came in and said, "Dave, stop! It's gone too far."
Yeah.
Wish I had Eddie Rabbitt's song, "Gone Too Far."
Yeah.
All right, we're going to, for you folks watching, we're going to end the stream. Let me get the picture up here so that we can give our folks a proper goodbye. We'll
Okay,
wave.
we're waving goodbye.
Now hold your hand up.
Goodbye on the
and then
live
I'll
stream.
hit the stop. That way, I'll give you the piece.